Away we go, week 4 action. It's the Brisbane Lions and the Bulldogs at Brighton Homes Arena in Springfield, and the Lions will get first due, so Dwyer couldn't control it. Spark, nowhere for Postlethwaite to go, and that's the sort of heat that Tan Hyatt's going to be looking for.
That's what you want to see early if you're a Bulldogs fan, just putting a lot of pressure on the ball carrier from the Lions.
Again, Edmonds trying to win her own ball on the ground, and does, and gets the feed. Well done. Good play to Carruthers, who found her boot, took some territory, past Grigg, slapped on by Hartwig. First back on it is Bolts. Has Grider in support. Thought about the kick wide. Instead she'll go up the middle of the ground. Spark at the back. The speedster runs away from Fitzgerald. Gives it to Hampson. Well done, Jess Fitzgerald. But couldn't affect the kick, and Conway takes it. In 3 and a bit games, Sophie Conway. Just so dangerous. And she slots the opening goal on Wednesday night footy. She's taken at pick 15 in the draft. Another exciting young talent, as is this young lady, Charlotte Mullins. Another repeat entry for Brisbane. And sure enough, eventually, the law of probability says that one of their forwards is going to get on the end of it, and this time it's Taylor Smith. Just improving year after year with more responsibility. Taylor Smith, little skip in the step, and slots Brisbane second.
Pressure from the Lions just enormous, easily leading the disposal count, but have also laid more tackles, 10 for 5.
Gorgon the ruck. Dawes off to Hickey. Handball's going to be intercepted by Gavalis. Here's a chance. Georgia Borg towards half forward. Beautifully read. Out in front is Jen Dunn. And here comes the counter punch. Dunn. Crossfield to Allinger. And they create some space here, Brisbane. Next link in the chain is Mullins, who's been really busy early. Run from behind is Bolt. Over the top from Bolts to Anderson. Anderson driving kick. Can't quite get it over the back of Grant. Ball hits the deck. Picked up by Hartle. Off to Hampson. Great smother Smith, who then tries to turn tackler. Almost works. Play on the call. Dawes busts through. Right foot snap. Needs the bounce. And gets it. Looked inside, then goes to the handball, but again, just basic skill errors letting the Dogs down here. That made life difficult for Ahrens, and what could have been an easy give and go will come back the other way. Conway gets the receive back, floats a kick inside 50, just wanted to get it over the top, did so to Smith, and Brisbane get their 4th. Their inside to outside game, completely dominant right now, the Lions. Dogs fighting on bravely. Need to get this one rushed through. They had different ideas, got in each other's way, and Courtney Hodder said, "Oh, thanks."
They're all still at the clearance, and then the Lions aren't there any longer.
Barwick inside 50. Nice positioning from Conan. She goes short but turns it over. It was touched. Gavalis a flying shot. That's going to work. That's better. Dogs are on the board. Gives it to Allinger from 65 out. Jade can set it up. Well done. The only play to go at it was Wilcox. Dogs getting some possession now, starting to even things up in general play.
I like this from Hartwig as well, getting further up the ground. First couple of games we've seen her sort of parked inside 50, has had little to no effect on the game, but getting up, she's a good contested mark. Just has to polish up that disposal. Paddled to her own advantage and got run down by Berry. Dee pleads her case, saying, well, if she bounced the football and it didn't come back to her, is that my fault or hers? That's harsh.
Back to 34 points. Spark from point-blank range kicks the goal.
And that's where you're so nervous as a defender, isn't it? You're not sure whether you can dive on it to rush it or whatever you want to do, but it's professionally done too by Jade Allinger.
Well, both sides are claiming this. I think it might be a goal. It is! This is going to be an interesting replay. Jade Allinger claiming it came off her boot. That might be Elaine Grigg's first goal in AFLW. It's been given to Grigg.
Let's have a look at what we see here. Jade Ellinger adamant it came off her boot, and then I think has just brushed Elaine Griggs on the way back through. And
yep, Jade wouldn't have seen it because she actually had her back to it. So she did actually kick it, Jade, but then she didn't realise it. Yeah, it hit the shin, didn't it?
Yeah, I'd love to say Grigg kicked it, but she didn't. It just scraped her lower part of her shin. It's come off the instep.
What a way to kick your first AFLW goal.
Well, judging by the way she tackles, I can see why that would be the case.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that well received on the basketball court. Free kick for a hold, coming back to the Dogs. And Elle Bennett's. And that'll be 50.
So I think once the player was called, so Bennett's was called to move on. No? I have no idea what that could be for, to be honest. No one moved on the mark.
Bennett's for the 5th of her career. And the Dogs have got it back within 4 goals.
Well done, Elle Bennett, and well done the Bulldogs. They've won this term so far, 2-1, just the 4 behinds for the Lions.
O'Dwyer will be first to this. Berry manages to slip away. Delivers inside 50, through the fingertips. Gets to the back. Conway breaks a tackle, snaps goalward and responds for Brisbane. And now they're out through the middle of the ground. Conway's little chip kick was perfect to half forward. Dawes gets it, goes, drives it long. She spotted Smith over the back. Might bounce through. Oh, that's a brutal bounce. Still there. Should get the goal. Mullins, oh, it's smothered off the boot. Well, somehow the Dogs dodged the bullet.
Take a bow, Lauren Ahrens. I mean, you can't fault Taylor Smith from doing that. She's trying to do the selfless thing and let the ball roll over, and it's just sat up. But Lauren Ahrens,
brilliant. Still may be. Plenty of time. If they can start finding their range. They lead it by 34. Anderson. Handball missed Hodder. Dogs have been gritty. Spark over the top. Just handballed into space for Grider to run onto. She tried to flip it to Dawes. Fitzgerald fights on. O'Dwyer gets there first from 50. Towards the square. Smith up in front. Chance to kick her third. Smith. Doesn't miss many. The Dogs digging in here. Edmonds wins the tap. They come thundering out. Hodder there working hard. It's picked up by Berry. She snaps goalward and kicks a goal. As the Dogs fight on, Pritchard goes to ground. Mullins trips up over the top of her. Umpire said got into the back in the process. Unlucky there, Charlotte Mullins, nowhere to go. And
interestingly, Jade Ellinger's followed her into the midfield, so that might be a defensive matchup as well. We know that one's happening down the other end, Heidi Woodley on Nat Grider.
Well done, Crothers. Traffic just went flowing on past and Hartwig slides in.
And was good enough to get there to take the mark.
Move forward late in season 7. Kick on its way. She likes it. Great start to the final term for the Doggies. Smith and Edmonds. Edmonds again tries to flip it back. There's a free kick. It's going Brisbane's way. 20 out straight in front. And she slots through. Goal number 4. Fantastic tonight. Marching back out to 34. Bennett's chips it inside 50. Clears Barwick. Woodley trying to work back onto it. Ricochets off Crothers. Wilcox ripped off it. Smith in there working hard. Here's Conway, quick kick. Smith goes again. Anderson just pinched it. Fed it back to Hodder. And she just boots it out into some space. Hampson will get there first. Ahrens with her. Turns tackler on Yoshida Martin. Dawes taken down. Hampson, Hodder, Ellinger, harassed by Pritchard. Socket forward by Dawes. Well done, Yoshida Martin. Chips it over the top, into the path of Anderson. Gets the bounce. Handball over the top. Chance here for Hartle. She'll turn and goal. Her first for Brisbane. Dakota Davidson missed with his upset stomach tonight. Smith out of the ruck. Not quite. Yoshida Martin. That'll be popular. Well done, Luca. Ball front and centre. Conway ran into O'Dwyer. Conan with the clearance. And the Brisbane Lions keep on rolling. The reigning champs move to 3-1 with a win over the Dogs. And it's so far so good for their premiership defence.